One. Yeah, that's one. Okay. Hello, everyone. You may have just heard me talking to myself there. I was just reading the chat. How are we doing? Wow, there's a lot of you here already. I think I've said hi in text form to everybody. Then Jill appeared. So hello, Jill. And Asma's just appeared as well. Hello, you. And hi to you all. How are we doing today? Hope you're all good. You can see and hear me good. Thank you. I didn't even need to ask. Thank you so much. I'm glad you can. And hopefully it looks nice enough, nice and clear. Um, I did have a wee fiddle with the focus like I always do, and it looks okay to me, but it's hard to tell. Hello, Ula. Hi, Q. Hello, Dolly. How you doing? Oh, I'm glad to be back again. It always comes around so quick. And boom, I'm back onto this lovely puzzle that I have been working on. So, of course, I'm talking about the 9,000 piece Disney Museum. And hello, Ohana. I'm talking about the 9,000 piece Disney Museum, of course. And now these three are the ones I started the frames on last week. Last week was my first week of doing frames. And I did a really good job, I think, with Sleeping Beauty and also Mulan. This one is a bit more gappy, some quite floaty areas. It's mostly these four corners, but I did another sort, like another phase of sorting, and I pulled out a whole bunch more to fill in gaps, including some for this one and this one, and I think I've got a whole bunch to fill this one out as well. So I'm going to start with gap filling, and then I'm going to move on to the frames of the portraits underneath, which are these two, Ariel and Pinocchio. So I will just briefly go through the pieces I've got. Mostly they're the same piles I had last week, but I've got some new ones. Now I have put posts up about this, but I only put them up very recently. So you may not know yet, or you may not have seen them. These are my edges, as always, in my trusty wee tin. And these are my three new piles. So I'm just gonna get the other box before I just explain those. I've got three actually. The other two boxes, I should say. Um, so here they are. Here they are. Um, so this box here, it's fairly easy to explain. These are Ariel pieces. Now, I already had a pile of Ariel pieces last week. Her frame's pretty obvious because it has the pearls in it. But it's a big frame and not all of it has pearls in. So I did find a bunch of what I think is the very outside of the frame. And I found a bunch more on the second sort that I've just added to the pile. So it's quite a big pile. So that's one of the piles I'm going to do today. This is my what I've gathered up on the second sort for the Lady and the Tramp frame where I've got gaps. So there's quite a lot of those, as you can see. That's my gap filling pile for Sleeping Beauty. They're for these ones down at the bottom here are for Mulan, and these I can't honestly remember what they are. Oh wait, no, these are pieces with tiny little bits of portrait in them. And I'm not entirely sure which portrait they go with, but they've got like the littlest, tiniest bit. So these are all gap fillers, and that's Ariel. So that's them. These are piles I had last week, but I have added to them. So they're my corners. That's my it's Cinderella and the Aristocat. They both have like little dots around the outside edge. And but I'm not sure which one belongs to which. So they've got one pile. That's Bambi. Again, I've added to it, but it's nowhere near as big as it should be. So I know I have a lot of pieces missing from the Bambi pile. This is what I think might belong to um, Tiana, Hook, and Beauty and the Beast. Now, those three frames are very similar, got similar patterns to them. So that's a pile of what I think is theirs. And this pile is a bit more miscellaneous. It's the one that I talked about where there's just smoother, less detailed sections of frame. And I think this pile is going to be a lot like the corners in the sense that wherever I've built a frame and I have a lot of gaps kind of running around the middle of it where, it's just like a smooth piece, I could probably dive into here and find it in here, like I did with the corners last week. So, and I actually took a lot out of this pile to create a new Pinocchio pile. So let me just talk about Pinocchio. So Pinocchio's frame, quite big, a big portrait. It's also rounded, but there are sort of like swirly details, but there's a lot of just flat yellow, with not too much detail going on. And so I was able to pick out a lot of his frame. Now there could well be a lot of missorting here because there are frames with kind of curvy edges um like Snow White and like Bambi. And I may well have picked them out thinking they belong to this, but they don't. So I might have some Bambi and Snow White in there. I might possibly also have some Pocahontas. Hers is a rounded frame, but hers is a little different, and I'll explain why. I'm just gonna just pause for a minute because there's more talking, more talking. Who else has joined? I'm having fun working on the Pocahontas frame right now. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, that's the one I'm about to talk about. Good. I'm glad you're working on it right now, Philip. I'm celebrating my firstborn birthday today, so no puzzle along for me. Oh, happy birthday! Wow. How old, if you don't mind me asking? Congratulations, darling. And hello, Ella. Right. Hi, Sybil. Okay, so yes, I'm just about to talk about Pocahontas. Now, Pocahontas, she has like, even though hers is kind of rounded, you can generally see enough on her frame pieces to be able to tell that these gaps between all these swirly flowery details, they have like a texture to them. And so that's what makes them different to the Pinocchio pieces. So I was able to pick out quite a lot of Pocahontas frame pieces, and that's this pile here. Now, I don't think I've got all of them because all these swirly details are quite similar to the swirly details of, say, Snow White. Now, Snow White, it's a very detailed. There's lots going on in her frame, and I recall actually when I did this last time that hers was one of the frames, if not the frame, that came last. This when I say swirly, right? It's like flowers and leaves and vines and curvy lines and all these patterns and all these things. And it's I don't know, but it's not all leaves. It could just be a pattern. And it just creates all these swirly lines. And there's a lot of that going on in this frame, but there's also a lot of it going on in Pocahontas. So I may not have all of hers sorted. Um, and it's the same with Bambi. A lot of swirliness in Bambi as well. But there were some that were pretty obvious. But again, I could distinguish it from Pinocchio. So that's Pocahontas. That's one of the new piles. And this pile here is, I think, the Aristocat, possibly Cinderella. Now, these two frames are pretty much the same. Cinderella's is a little bit chunkier, but they have the same kinds of patterns. And the reason I was able to pick out the Aristocat is because the flat bit of kind of non-detailed yellow going around the middle, which they pretty much all have, apart from maybe Snow White, it's quite narrow. So you can kind of see the layers, if you like, the lines all on one piece in some cases, whereas on something like Beauty and the Beast, it's wider. So you can't necessarily. And I was able to just sort of pick that out. I was able to notice that, and I put aside a few of them because I really think I could perhaps fill out the Aristocat and maybe even Cinderella as well. Because don't forget, I have a pile of those two in the other box. So that's the Aristocat, and I think between those two piles, I could probably get the Aristocat done. But I'm not going to do that tonight unless I put Pinocchio and Ariel together super quick and I have loads of time. Um, I very much doubt, but I'm probably not going to do that tonight. Probably won't have time. So that's my lengthy explanation as to the second phase of sorting for the frames on this puzzle. I still have a bunch of unsorted pieces, but there aren't many of them. And if you check out my, actually, it's probably a good time to plug the Discord server. If you check out the description in this live, there is an invite link to my Discord server, and I have in the Discord server a channel for the puzzle along for this specific puzzle. So everything I sort of do, all the bits I do off the camera and things like that, I'll put pictures in and I'll describe what I've done and I will put them in that channel. And if you have this puzzle or you don't have it but you would like to have it and puzzle along with me, then I would love it if you could join in and post your pictures on there and show me how you're getting along with it. I know Philip's working on it and Ula is working on it, and who else is working on it? Claudia? Claudia's working on it, but she's done section one. So it would be great. It would be great if you could join the Discord server. And even if you're not working on this puzzle, please do join anyway, because it's a really cool and fun place to be, even if I do say so myself. But I have also put pictures up on YouTube on my post tab showing how I've done all this sorting. So if you need kind of reminding, or if you want to have a look, or if you've missed this part of the, maybe people have missed this part, have a look on there and it will tell you. So, okay, that's enough talking from me. I'm going to fill in some gaps now. And the gap fillers are over here. So let me just pull this. I'm juggling boxes here. Here we go. And I don't think I'm going to need the poster for this particular part. So let's do these first. I'm fairly certain these are for Sleeping Beauty. And so I'm going to do those first. Yeah, it's a big board, this big table, but I'm still worried I'm going to drop things. What are we saying? What's everybody saying? Um, he's 40 today. Oh, congratulations! Well, happy 40th. Hello, Matt. How you doing? Hello. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Matt. Right, okay. So let's get this going. So I had a bit there that I thought might belong to this. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I had some bits where I thought maybe they belonged to the rose, but I might be wrong. I think I'm probably wrong about that one. Um, Pulled this out because it was quite a dark piece, but it doesn't look as though it goes in there, so it likely goes in Ariel. There's a pattern on the very outside that's similar to one of the patterns in Ariel's um portrait. Now then, that's edge. I could probably pull some edge out actually for don't think that belongs there. Pull some edges out for Aurora's portrait and put them along here, but I haven't done that, so I'll just leave it for now. Right. That's really dark there, that goes there. A lot of the reason I pull pieces out thinking they belong to this is because they're dark. The frame on this is quite dark. There's a lot of brown on it. I've been all but two pieces. I've been pretty right. There we go. That's filled in a good few gaps on that. So that's good going. And you know, I actually discovered something right after I live streamed last week, and that is that this picture will actually, even how it is now, attach to the top of this one. But I don't know if I'm going to have room to do it with Mulan being there, unless I can somehow move Mulan. Um, might be able to pick her up. I don't know, but I can actually attach this to that. There's a little bit of Aurora's frame on that piece there. I don't know if you can see it where my finger is. That piece. Um, so even the frames are starting to attach to each other now, which is cool. Right. So these and now I think they're Cinderella. That one I think is the Aristocat. And what's that one? That one might be Beauty and the Beast. So I don't have those out on here. So I'm going to leave those. I'm going to pull these out and I'm going to try and fill in some gaps on here. And I'm just going to pile them on top of Aurora because I don't have a lot of space. Once these frames start going on, they take up a lot of room. And I was looking on Amazon um last week, I think, or early this week, to see if I can get bigger pieces of foam board. And now see there's a bit of Mula. There we are. So I've got her pieces mixed up. I was looking on Amazon to see if I could find bigger bits of foam board, and I all I could find were these like display boards that sort of fold. They were big, but they go flat as well, and I just kind of thought, I wonder if that would work. And yeah, so I've not bought any yet, but I'm thinking I might go for something like that. So these are quite different in the corners. This frame is quite different in the corners. In the corners, it's got like, again, it's like a big leaf. It's kind of like a swirly pattern. And all around the side here, it's just these stripes, which are really obvious, but it's not as obvious because a lot of frames with swirly patterns in. So that's why I don't have a lot of these, but I did manage to find a few. Now I've started the frame, I kind of know a bit what I'm looking for. So I'm hopeful that I can get a lot of that filled out now. But we'll see. We'll see. There. And I mean, any floaty bits that I can get attached is going to be a bonus as well. Because having floaty bits is really quite annoying. Um, no. There, no. Right. What about here? There we go. Getting some in here. Might not always have the right pieces, but that's okay. Um, I'm fairly certain that goes with this, but again, I can't attach them all straight away necessarily. That, I don't know if that's... I might go here. There. What's above Lady in the Tramp? The Aristocat. So you can just see, look, you can see the Aristocat frame there on that prong. So those ones in the middle, they're really quite close together and you can attach them kind of not long after you've done the frames, which is good. About that. Oh, I'm flipping out my hands. There we go. So I think I've got a few of these I can fill in. Ah, there we go. All three. That's good. And then I think I've got there. That's that one in. Hello? Yes, goes there. Which means that it doesn't necessarily go there. Unless, wait a minute. Oh, wait, it goes there. That's it. Right, cool. Hi, Neve. Vicky, the folding ones do not work well. The folds do not let the puzzle lay flat. Oh, really? They don't lay flat? Oh, well, I'm glad I held off then because I wasn't sure, but I'm struggling to find any bigger than this. So here in the UK, I don't know if it's the same in other places, but here in the UK, we size things like paper and card and stuff like this, and we call it A1, 2, 3, 4. So like a standard sheet of paper, like that you put in your printer, that's A4, right? And I can't give you the actual measurements because I don't know off the top of my head, but that's A4. And then like double that would be A3, and then double A3 would be A2, and then double A2 would be A1, which is what these foam boards are, A1. And I think A0 exists, but I can't find them. I don't know where to buy them. I mean, I'm in fairness, I've only really looked on Amazon, so if I broadened my search a little bit, I might be able to find them. But, huh, sorry. Oh yeah, that's right. But yeah, I've not been able to find them on Amazon, so it's been a little bit a pain because I'm getting to the point with this now where I want to be ready. I want to have big enough surface to build it on. Be hi, Vicky and friends. I'm just popping in to say hi, but I have to leave in a few for a social obligation. It's a birthday party, but I'm not feeling it. Aw, I'd rather be puzzling with you guys. Aw, we wish you were puzzling with us too, but have a good time at the party. Hope it goes well. And thanks for saying hi. Um, Natalie, oh, sorry, no, I've read that. Claudia, hello. Manly Holmes, and I'm sitting on my puzzle now. Sitting on it? Which one? On this? Disney Museum. I like it. I buy in Canada at an artist crafter supply store. Yeah. Well, do you know what? If I broadened my range from just Amazon, I probably could find something, but well, you just expect everything to be on Amazon, don't you? But currently have A2 phone boards, but in white. Do they need to be black? Sorry, A0. Well, they don't need to be, but I've just been preferring doing it on black. So, that might work then. I can use white, it's not a problem. I mean, I do have some white foam boards as well. Um, in the US, we have Craft Store Hobby Lobby. I'm able to get one big enough for my 4,000 piece. Not sure if you have such a store near you. We don't have Hobby Lobbies, but we do have Hobby Craft. I don't have a Hobby Craft near me, but they might have them. They might deliver them. No, not sitting. No, no, sitting and working on my orca puzzle. Oh, right. I thought you were just sitting on a puzzle, just watching the live stream. Like, yeah, this is what I do. I don't sit on sofas, I sit on puzzles. Oh dear. Oh, bro, the orca puzzle's lovely. It's a nice one. I really like it. Okay, so there's one there. So I am slowly filling these corners out, which is good. There we go. Wait a minute. Does that go that side? Yes, it must do. I don't can't attach it. So that's that. Right. Where does that one go? Down here somewhere? Yes. There, that attaches that. Well, this is going well. Going very well. I mean, I might be wrong with these pieces. I feel like I'm not wrong with this one, but I don't know. You know? Oh, wait. No, I'm not wrong. It goes there. Yes. No. And I'm not wrong with that one either. Yay. Okay. I don't know about that one. There. Oh, it feels good filling in gaps, doesn't it? Um, that one. No, there. And that one. Yes, look, it's looking better already. I'm liking this. Hello, SS. How are you? Just watching tonight, but happy puzzling, everyone. We're glad to have you here, watching or puzzling. Have you tried core flute? Is that what that says? Core flute. It's a bit thinner than foam boards, but they typically come in bigger sizes. Oh, I've never heard of that. What's that? Is it similar texture or? So this is the thing. It has to be a fairly matte surface as well, rather than shiny. But I don't. I've never heard of that, so I don't know. I could have a look. How's the puzzle coming along? It's good, Gustin. Thank you. It's good. It's gap filling. Filled in a couple of gaps on this one, and just I think one gap on Mulan, but I've got a few more to fill in on her. But I'm mostly working on this just now, filling in the corners a bit. Got a bunch of pieces here on top of Aurora that I'm trying to get in. So yeah, it's going well. It's going well. How are you? How's your Star Wars puzzle coming along? It goes there. It's tough to know which way round they go. Okay. Nope. Wait. Where do you go? Um, oh, don't know where that goes. That goes there. I just can't see. Oh, wait. Ah. Oh, so where's that then? Am I just. Is it further down? Or maybe it's further down. Wait a minute. Ah, it is. It's further down than I'm thinking. That's why I'm confusing myself. And that doesn't go there. But I'm pretty sure it goes along here somewhere. What about this one? Can't get that attached just yet. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm pleased with this. I've been pretty on the money so far with these pieces. Um, Successful in finding the right ones anyway so far, so that's good to know. I don't think I've got them all right, but still, most of them. Uh, Hang on. Hi Vicky, I've just got home after 18 days motorhoming around France. Oh wow! Oh, I didn't think we'd heard from you for a bit. How was it? That sounds so fun. So I'm actually feeling like I need another holiday, lol. I know you do feel like that, don't you? Like you need a break to get over your break. I have loads of your vlogs to catch up on. Well, have fun. Hopefully you'll enjoy them. Searching Amazon for new puzzles. Oh yeah? What, any in particular, Miranda? That's exciting. We've got puzzle shopping going on as we speak. Been sick all week and got a grand total of 10 pieces in all week on Star Wars. Ah, what a shame. I'm sorry you feel sick. Are you feeling better? That's rubbish when you feel ill. Where I buy my foam boards, they have A0. Oh, so you use those measurements as well then? Have two of them to put together in order to fit 6,000 piece puzzles, but have a bigger one which fits exactly half the Disney Museum. Bigger than A0. Then where did you get that from, Claudia? At least I got the Jungle Animals puzzle, which I found out is by David Penfound, who also made the image for Underwater Paradise, At the Waterhole, and Tropical Sunset. See, I thought I recognised the name. I was like, I'm sure I've got a big puzzle by him. Yes, I've got Tropical Sunset. Right. Well, congratulations, you've got it. Are you just looking for the Minions one now then, Gustin? Or was it Paradise Sunset? I can't remember. Don't confuse. I know the one you mean, the 18K. I mix up the names. I know, so do I. It was great, Vicky, and the first time I've driven on the opposite side of the road, it was scary, but I cracked it. Oh, do you know, I don't dare. I would cause an accident if I tried to drive on the opposite side. It's so weird. I'm feeling basically fine by now. Good, good, I'm glad. Yep, looking for minions of the 9Ks. Is that it? Is that the only one? That's pretty cool. Right, so that's there. We've got. Ah, yes. Okay, filling in a bit of a gap here. And still more gaps getting filled in here. No, can't attach that yet. There. Oh, you definitely go in here. Where do you go? There. That's it. I don't think they do. I think they're Miss Sorts. There. And now then. Right, this one. Might not be right with this one. Don't think I am. Similar though. That one there. Oh, this is brilliant. Look how look how different that is with the corners in. And it's such a relief as well. Oh, wait. Yes, I think I'm right with that one. Think. I hope. And that one. That one. Wait. That one. Okay. Where do you go? Ah, no. There. Not these aren't right. Um I don't know if this is right. I don't think it is. That looks too curly. And I can't attach. I think that might go there. Maybe. Unless, wait. Oh, it goes there. Good. Good, good, good. So this goes there. Ta-da! Wow. That has really made a difference. I can't attach this though. That's frustrating. Oh no, I can. It goes there. Oh, so no loose bits on that one now. Yay! That was a wrong one. These were miss sorts. So I'm going to put those up there, just behind my thumbnail. We'll just kind of forget about them. Um, Opposite side of the road. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We drive on the left here. It was great fun and a new experience. Well, that's great. Brilliant. That sounds amazing. It's the only 9K they have released I don't have. There's still some of the larger sizes I have to worry about later. Right, okay. Don't worry about them now, though. 12,000 P's Temptation of St. Anthony from 1983 might be the worst one to find in good quality. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame they don't get looked after, isn't it? Claudia, it's 101 by 152 centimeters. Got it from Gersteker company in Switzerland. Don't know if they sell international. Well, maybe I can 101 by 152. Maybe I can find like maybe if I actually just look a bit more thoroughly, I might be able to find it. Right, I do have a few of Mulan, or at least that what I think is Mulan. So I'm going to fill in a couple of hers. There's one. She's got quite an ornate sort of thing going on in the corners of hers, and I think what I've mostly found is those bits there. So you'll see me kind of just filling out a lot of her leafy corners, if you like. Like, is that no? No. I mean, as I say, might have some miss sorts. I think that goes there, but I don't have that piece. So I do now. Yes, there we go. That attaches that. That goes there. That I don't think belongs with hers. Um, that might. There, yes, it does. That goes there. There. No, wait a minute. Where do you go? There. This one, I'm not certain is hers. That might well be Pocahontas, maybe. So, I mean, out of all of those pieces I had, it's not a bad bunch of leftovers. That's only a few miss sorts. So that I'm particularly pleased with this. Look how much it's filled out. That's great. So I'm sure on my next round I'll get those. I'll get those sorted. I mean that one might even be in the corners, possibly. Let's see if I can maybe find it in one of the corner ones. I don't have many. Shouldn't hopefully take too long. And I think that's probably the only corner one. So let's see. It is a 3 in 1 out. Nope. Oh, there we are. Bingo. It was in the corners. It's handy having a little pile of corners. Really handy because you know exactly where to look. So that's great. So, really pleased with that. Really pleased with that. So now I've got to think about what pile I need next. That's Pinocchio, but I'm not going to do Pinocchio first. I'm going to do Ariel first. So I'm going to just slide that inside there. And I need to do a switcheroo on these foam boards. So here goes. Oh, feels heavy. Feels heavy now with all those frame pieces on. Oh, there we go. I've actually got everything I've done in a pile in front of me. The bottom two boards are white ones. But here we have Ariel and Pinocchio all ready to be started. But I think I'm just going to move Pinocchio over a wee bit. Just so I don't want him to go off the side. Just so Ariel's a bit more central, and I can work on her in the middle. I'm gonna have a quick drink of water first, though. Um, my rested eyes are working tonight. The amount of pieces I've put in so far is scaring me. You mean in a good way? You put a lot of pieces in. Um, yeah. I mean, once you start to get the frames going, I think they get easier. They get easier. And there's little things that I've discovered as I've gone along, like that kind of didn't occur to me at the start. So I'll explain in a wee second. I'm just gonna have a drink of water. Just 1,000 piece plus no particular brand, working on Cobble Hill donuts. Nice, nice. Well, happy shopping, happy puzzle shopping. We like that. Um, hello Claire, how are you? Right, so yeah, so I found I got hair in my mouth. Sorry, I found that the frames are angled, which I knew, but depending on where the frames are on the picture, they're angled in different directions. So, um, right, I'm just going to put that there and grab this because the aerial pieces are in here. They're angled in different directions. So, if I can show you on the poster, at the bottom, they're angled upwards, going from left to right. And at the top, they're angled downwards, going from left to right. So I was able to tell where in some instances I had perhaps let's say a Beauty and the Beast frame piece. I would pull it out and it would look similar and I'd think maybe it goes up there, but then I'd realize it was angled the wrong way for up there, so it can't go up there, it'd have to go down here. So that's another way to distinguish or narrow down the frame options when you're sorting through them. Like if you look at the ones in the middle aren't as angled, so the Aristat's probably the least angled one, although there is a wee bit of an angle to it. And the round ones, obviously, you don't kind of get that sense as much with them, but certainly with the rectangular ones, that is something that helps. And it's something that helped when I was trying to figure out Ariel's pieces. Because it's quite a lot of Ariel pieces. So yeah, so that's just a wee tip there for anyone approaching or tackling or struggling with the frames. So I'm just going to pull them out and just get going. I think this could take some time, but we'll um just take my time with it, get on with it, and if I get started on Pinocchio tonight, that's a bonus. But I may not. I mean, I got 3 frames done last week, but they were a bit smaller than Ariel. So let's see how I go. That more or less empties that box. And I'm going to put that there just so I've got a wee reference, because I can at least find the placement of the pearls using the image. Yes, Pocahontas frame is coming together nicely now. Good. Was struggling with it on my last session. Yeah, that one's quite detailed, isn't it? I remember last time I did this puzzle, that one wasn't as easy as it sort of looked. So all I'm doing at the moment is just pulling out the pearls. They're just the most obvious part of this frame, so it makes sense to do that. See now there, it goes at the top. There's actually some portrait in that one because it's black at the top. So this, for example, that's angled downwards. And I can tell it goes at the top because it's more shadowed at the top, so there's more brown in it. So it's picking out things like that, things that help you to figure out, even when you know which frame it goes on, it helps you figure out where on the frame it goes. I'm not even certain that's right. I think that might belong to Pocahontas. There's some sort of detailing in the corner of Ariel's, some swirly bits, but I think these are supposed to be seashells. Um, so I may have some mix-up sorting there, but mostly you could tell they were shells. Mostly. Whew. So, and then the angle that you're looking at the frame, you could see like the side of the frame down one side. So here you can see the side of the frame along that side and a little bit along the bottom. So that makes that side different to this side where you can't see the side of the frame at all. So these pieces I know are going to go on this side. So I can kind of start by doing that, actually organizing them according to location, if you like. That's more likely to be that side, that's likely to be the top. So I feel like I'm going to need room with this frame. It's quite tall, so my foam board's not the biggest, as we've just discussed. Does that go there? Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Maybe. I don't know. Pearl. Pearl. That I can see a little bit of the portrait in. There we go. So that helps too. Just with the top of her portrait being black, it was easy to mix up with the wall. There's a bit of what looks like seashell, and you can tell it goes in one of the bottom corners because it's brighter. So I've managed to get that bit in. Same with that one. I think that goes there. Oh, that you can actually see a bit of the portrait in. That will go this side, as will... No, that will go at the bottom. I think that will go at the bottom. That side. On that one. That one. Okay, so it's good I can use this side as well. Right. Wait. Oh wait, no, that's the outside of it. You put that up there. Oh, oh, those two were together, so that's a bonus. Hi everyone, just finished work. Hello Sarah, how are you? Oh, bet you're glad to have finished. It's been a fairly lazy day for me. Wait a minute, that looks like Mulan. Don't know why that's in there. And that's got a tiny bit of pearl on it. This goes down here, I think. It's not as angled along the bottom of this one because it's nearer to the middle. So these look like they maybe go that side, but they don't because the line's on the wrong part of the piece. So that allows me to deduce that they go down at the bottom. It's there. If I can start to put any of these together yet. No. No, I think I'm gonna have to just get them all out first. That's the top. Is it there? No. That side. And these are all this side. That. That's angled the wrong way. So that's a case in point. That's in the wrong pile. That goes down here. Gosh, it's amazing how much of this is like flooding back as I'm building it. You know, the memories. Oh dear. Right, there's a little bit of pearl on that one. Have I got it out yet? That one? No. That it? Ah, yay. Yay. That bit's there. These are all kind of going straight along the piece rather than angled, so I think I might be wrong on. Oh, there, that goes there. It goes there. So this top bit's it's good. It's good. It's going well. That's another one that's angled wrong. Mm. Oh, that's there. That bit there. Oh, and there. Okay, so encouraging. The most obvious pieces are up here because that it's at the very top of the um it's at the very top of the puzzle. So there's a really obvious downhill um gradient, if you like, to the pieces. Oh wait, no, that's not really right. I don't know about that one. Just leave that there for now. I may well have some missorts. There are similar patterns in this one to other frames. So it's, wouldn't surprise me if I had some wrong. There's one of the shells, so that's going to belong in a corner. There we go. I think that goes there. That goes there. Another shell. I think that goes there. Pretty much done with Pocahontas now. Moving on to Snow White's frame. Is that the last one for you, Philip? Snow White's, or have you still got more to do? Right. I've got a few down here now that I can maybe. Well, maybe not. um, Never mind. Yeah, stuck together. There we go. I don't know about that one. That one? No. So I started so I've been thinking of doing or starting my video that I want to do on my puzzle collection. Like I wanted to do a video showing my entire collection. And I thought, well, I feel like if I just do it randomly, just grab puzzles and talk about them, I will probably end up missing some, or realizing that I have some, in other parts of my flat that I'd missed or forgotten about or in a cupboard or something. So I thought to myself, um, I'll make like a spreadsheet. I'll start a spreadsheet and try to. No, I've already tried that, silly person. And try to, yeah, write them all down, all the ones I've got. And I'm having to do it in small kind of batches because I've got quite a lot. So I was sat on my sofa earlier thinking about doing this. I've got my iPad in front of me and I thought, right, well, I can start with the ones that are in here because I've got some in my lounge. And they're mostly 500-piece Ravensburgers in my lounge. So I just sat looking at the shelf, writing them down. Oh, and it was taking ages. So I thought, well, clearly I needed to do this. This has taken a while. So I've not even scratched the surface really, but I'm pleased I'm doing it. I think it's probably something that's been long overdue. Um, and once I've done it, I can, all being well, start to kind of formulate a plan for that video because I'm not entirely certain what order to do it in, or I think it's probably going to take more than one because I have a lot of puzzles. But I'm quite excited about the prospect. So let me know what you think. Is that something that you're looking forward to? A video about my entire puzzle collection? Because I'm quite looking forward to it, but I think it's going to take a while to make. That's not this one. So yeah, so I started doing that. Started doing that today. No, I think that might. I need to put that in the corners. There. Um, Wait. Nope. Still got Bambi and finish off Lady and the Tramp along with Pinocchio. Okay. So you've got Bambi to do and some finishing off on Lady and the Tramp and Pinocchio. That's much. Ariel's such a big frame. It really is, isn't it, Cara? How many are on the spreadsheet so far? So I've done all the 500-piece ones that are in my lounge, and I've done a few of the 500-piece ones that are in here. I have a shelf, not the one behind me, but over there, kind of in front of me. It's like an overflow shelf, and there's a bunch of small puzzles on that one. I actually don't know. I actually don't know. Hang on, I can find out. 1 second. Uh, oh, see, it's up on the screen already. So 69 so far. 69 puzzles, and that's just 500-piece Ravensburgers, and that's not all of my 500-piece Ravensburgers. That's just where I stopped for the day. Um, so yeah, it's gonna take a bit of time, but I've been organized actually, more organized than I thought I would be. I would just end up doing, title, piece count, brand, but I've got a column for artist, series, so like if it's a circle of colors or something, year, what it's made out of. I've got a column called category, and I don't know what they're all going to be yet, but this category is speed puzzles. Location, and that just means where it is in my flat. And then I've got whether or not it's completed. I've got a status column, so that basically means is it still sealed? Is it on a wall? Is it, taken apart and in the box? That kind of thing. And then I've got two columns for notes. I don't know how I ended up with two notes columns. But that's for things like whether it's portrait or panorama, or if it was gifted to me, or if it was a competition puzzle or something like that. So yeah, it's kind of turned out to be more of a thing than I thought it would be. But I'm glad. I'm glad I have made a start on it. Um, Sounds like a good idea to me. I definitely am. Wait a minute. I've missed some here. Good idea, Vicky. Love spreadsheets. We love a puzzle collection video. I've never actually done a full puzzle collection video before. Like I've never done a kind of these are all of my puzzles. So I'm a little bit like, I don't know, I'm a bit nervous about it because I've got so many. I feel like all my puzzle collections exploded though, like all of a sudden. Like I felt like I had a kind of an okay level of puzzles, and now I feel like I'm like genuinely don't know where to put the new ones that I get. And it's great. But yeah, yeah, there's a few. I reckon I'm gonna end up doing it and think, wow, if I really got that many, I think I would surprise myself. Um Sounds like a great idea. I've done that with my movie collection. Yeah, if you've got a lot of them, it makes sense, doesn't it? And then it would just be, once I've done it, it would just be a case of keeping on top of it. But I want to do it before I actually start filming it because I really feel like I want to have a good idea of what I have. And, give you a few statistics and things, that'd be good, wouldn't it? But I think it would have to be more than one video. I can't see myself being able to show it to you all in one without it being about 3 hours long. Sounds like a good idea. Good. I've done that with my movie collection. Definitely, I'm looking forward to seeing your full collection. Seems like a good idea. I would love to see you talk through your puzzle collection, Vicky. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I've got a story to tell with most of them as well. Although, I mean, collectively, you'll have heard them all, apart from new ones that you don't know I have yet. Um, Over the course of various puzzle hauls, I do talk through my new puzzles, but I've got so many that have been in a to-do pile for a long time that, probably some have got forgotten about. Not by me, but, maybe some people that watched have forgotten that I have them. Not as big as Pinocchio, Cara. Yeah, Pinocchio's is wide, isn't it? It's a wide frame. Looking forward to it. Are you going to do it by piece count or by brand? Maybe also think about which puzzles you have lots to say about. It would be good, however you decide. I'm thinking I'm gonna do it by piece count. go from smallest to biggest. Because really, I guess my channel's more known for the large piece counts, and I have a lot of them. So I feel like if I kind of build up to the large piece counts, that's probably going to be the way to go. Um, but there may be ways to subcategorize. So like probably at the beginning I'll have like my mini puzzles, and then puzzles that are made from other materials like wooden and metal, because they tend to be less pieces as well. And then move on to like 500-piece puzzles, most of which will be speed puzzles. So probably be kind of a category for that. And then I don't know, like 1,000-piece puzzles, do it by collection. Maybe I've got a few collections, like my crypts and challenge puzzles, that kind of thing. So I'll probably kind of broadly do it by piece count, but then sort of subcategorize as I go along, if that makes sense. Um, and then the only thing I'm not quite sure where or how to slot in is puzzles that I have on display somewhere. But I reckon that I might have to just link those in with whatever category I'm doing at the time. So, for example, when I come to large piece counts, then I'll include the enter in the bedroom, which is on the wall. And when I come to my challenge puzzle collection, I can include my Mario puzzle, which is up on that wall, and that kind of thing. These are just interim ideas. I welcome any of your ideas and thoughts. Unleash your inner librarian, Vicky. Yeah, I must admit, when I was making that spreadsheet earlier, that's how I felt. I felt like a librarian. I was like, location, shelf 2, lounge, square C3. No, I've not quite got into that much detail, but yeah, I did start to feel a bit like that. You can blame Sam for a bunch of your collection. Yeah, Sam's going to get blamed for a bunch. Matt is going to get blamed for a bunch. And Clark will get blamed for a bunch. But I've had loads of gifts. I've been very lucky. I mean, a lot of puzzle companies have gifted me things too, but um, I've had lots of nice gifts. So yeah, I'll be blaming several people. I'll be naming and shaming. I should say I'll be thanking. Be thanking. But there are some new puzzles that unless you're a member, you won't have seen them. And I'm saving them rather than doing a puzzle haul. I'm sort of saving them for the collection videos, so I can say, "Oh, and I've got this, and oh, and I've also got this, and oh, and I've also got that." So yeah, but there'll probably be more in between now and doing the video that none of you will have seen. So in fact, I've got one or two that none of you have seen. So tell you, my collection's exploding. It really is. But I cannot complain about that. That makes me happy. It makes me happy. So, right, where do you go? Up here? No. Might go there. No. Don't know where that one goes just yet. Ah, I know where that one goes there. Yay, that attaches that. Good. And I think that possibly goes there. Where that goes yet. Wait, do I? Yeah, that goes there. So, yeah, so I've been working on that today. Probably will do some more of that tomorrow. That looks like it belongs with Lady and the Tramp. It does. This sort. Never mind. Got a similar textured border, that one and Lady and the Tramp, although Lady and the Tramp's is a bit wider. So mostly I could tell. Um, but yeah, they're quite similar. Now then, that is the right angle. I'm just not sure I've got the right frame. I have. There, it goes there. And this goes down here. There we go. There's another one. That one. Yay. And that attaches that. Yeah, blame Sam. Yeah, blame me. I'm avoiding counting my collection. Mind. I guess it's a thing that's been. I don't know. I think it's just overdue now. Because people ask me questions like, how many of Ravensburgers do you have, or how many um this, that, and the other, or how many puzzles do you have, and stuff like that. And I just can't answer. I don't know because I've just it's all got a bit out of control, really. So, um, it'll be good. It'll be good to actually do that and and just show everybody. I think it'd be nice. I have close to 640. Wow, that is a lot. That's a lot of puzzles. I don't know if I have that many. I'm sure there are people that have bigger collections than I do, but it'll be more than one video, more like a multi-part series, as in more than two. Yeah, I think you might be right, Sam. I think you might be right. Um, I don't know. Clark helped that too. Yeah, no, yeah. Clark will be blamed as well, and Matt. Matt sent me a whole bunch of them. Thank you. Do you know what? I like being blamed for people buying puzzles. I do. It's good. There are worse things to be blamed for, aren't there? So let's all blame Sam and Clark. We all thank Sam for your 18,000 Star Wars puzzle. I know. I know. Sometimes I just stop and look at it and I'm like, I can't believe I have you. Evening, Richard. How are you doing? Finally in from work. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you're in. I'm blaming Discord for my most recent purchases. Love Discord, but the temptation. Yeah, I know. I know. It's terrible for it. Or awesome for it, depending on how you look at it. Agreed, Dexter. Movies. Oh, right. You got 640 movies, not puzzles. Okay. Right. You're welcome. I agree, Dexter. I blame Discord. I blame you, Vicky, for the 13K Disney Orchestra I have and did. Yeah, blame away. It's fine. A lot of people blame me for that one. That one in particular. And with all the puzzle alongs, honestly, I can probably be blamed for a lot of them too. Dexter, yes, Discord has a lot to answer for. I think I bought more from seeing them on Discord than I bought from being on the Reddit for more than 2.5 years. It's ever since that puzzle news channels, ever since I created that. That one is dangerous. Look at this new puzzle that's out. Okay, I'm gonna buy it now. Ugh. Right, I'm getting more and more down here. Maybe I can. Does that go there? No. Oh, nope. Ah, that goes there. I can't fit those in yet. I don't think I've got any others just yet, so I'll keep turning them over. That doesn't belong to her. I can probably start to put some of these together soon. There we are, some of the portrait there in that one. I think that goes down here. Does that go there? No. Sorry, I'm just no. Can't put that on yet. That's not right. That probably is though, I think. I hope. Right, wait a minute. Does that go? No. No. Oh. That goes up here somewhere. Ah, there. It goes there. So that I've got wrong. It goes further than that. This must go down here then. Oh, wait. I don't think that goes with this. This goes down here. Okay. That's fine. And they go up there. Ah, top bit's coming along nicely. Wonder how many points UK will get in Eurovision. When's that on? Is that today? When's that on? Nil points. Nil point. From what my wife has been telling me, Richard, not a lot. Sounds about right. Yeah, it does. Someone keeps posting things about new releases. Goodness knows how she finds out so quickly. I suspect we have a mole in the ranks who is secretly an agent working for Ravensburger. I think you could maybe right. They post more than Ravs. There's been quite a few educators as well that have made their way into my to-do pile. Yeah, it isn't always just Ravensburgers. I'd say I think that belongs to Mulan. I'd say the speed puzzling channel as well can be blamed a wee bit because all the new puzzles come out obviously with speed puzzle competitions now. A lot of them are new releases, and so we get like up to the minute updates in the speed puzzling channel on there, and it's like, oh, this is this one, this was the one for preliminary round, whatever in whatever competition, and then all of a sudden we all want we all want a bunch of those as well. It's cool though. It's nice having access to that like instant sort of um news, if you like. It's like live. It's like seeing it live almost. So no, it's good. It's good, but it's yeah, dangerous. Absolutely, 100%. Dangerous place to be. There we go. That goes there. Ah, that goes there. That. Oh, that's that one. That one. I'm glad I'm filling in some of the portrait gaps. Because they're the ones that kind of bug you the most, aren't they? When you can't fill in the really obvious gaps. Now then. Ha, that one. So done well with the corners. The corners of hers are quite obvious because they're seashells. So you can really tell. Nope. So I've still not quite got this bit sorted out yet. Wait. No, that doesn't go. I'm sure I've tried that already. So, oh gosh. Need to get that my spreadsheet off the screen. What time are we? 22:19. So what? An hour and 20? Don't know. Maybe I'll just get hers done today. I certainly won't finish Pinocchio. If I manage to start him, maybe, but I don't think I'll finish him today. Right. So now I am thinking I can see some pearls along this bottom bit, and I think it might be worthwhile starting to try to fill those in. So there's one, and it's fairly bright along the bottom, so I can look for the lighter colours. And it's fairly bright along this right side as well. What is that? Oh, wait. Ah, right, okay, that was throwing me. That's almost exactly the same colour as the wall, but it was actually part of the portrait. So that kind of threw me off a wee bit. So at the moment, I'm finding more along here than I am down here. Come on, where are you? You should be obvious. There we go. I have that one. And then there's one here. There. So now I might stand a chance of actually hooking some of these up. There we go. And maybe you can see this. And no, no. What about you? Yes, that one goes there. Okay, so I've not quite got these sorted yet. But definitely could find another pearl one. There we are. How many pearls are along the bottom? So we've got that one, that one, that one, and there's another small one there. No. That one? Nope. This one? Ha! There we go. So that's that. So that goes there. Got that one in. Okay, this is bamboozling me a bit. Where else does it go? Wait, no, that's wrong. That doesn't go there. Does that go there? That goes there. There. Okay. I'm no longer bamboozled. Right. Okay, so now let's have a go at these at the side. So we've got a little pearl down here. That's this one. We've got one there, and there's a little bit missing of it. So that's that one. And then nothing until that one. There we have that one. And then there's two together here. Kind of up here. So that one. There we go. And that leads into the other one, which attaches to that one. There we go. This is why I like Ariel's frame. Hers was definitely one of the first that came together last time too. This has a little bit of portrait in it, you can see, and a little bit of pearl. Where's the rest of it? There. That's clearly a corner piece. I might look in the corners for that, but not just yet. That's got some portrait in it. So that's all the pearls on that side. So now might be worthwhile moving these over there because they obviously go on the opposite side. Um, Hang on. Eurovision's on right now. Oh, is it? On at the moment, but I'd rather watch puzzles. Oh, well, good. I'm glad. I didn't realise I was clashing with Eurovision. Is it the semi or the final? Puzzles galore have loads of Ravensburger puzzles due to be released, but unfortunately, most of them don't have pictures yet. Oh, right. Well, actually, I have a small bit of news about the 7,000 piece Ravensburgers that are due to come out in September. I asked a lady that I know in Ravensburger, UK, about I asked her first of all about how many bags it's going to come in and what is this can we get a rough idea of what size the box is going to be? Now, I think somebody discovered, it might have been Gustin, discovered that they're going to be in 2 bags, and she confirmed that. But what she said about the boxes was that it will be a new size box, so it won't be like the same size as the 9K box, for example. It'll be like a new one. So that's not very specific, I know, but that's what she told me. So maybe that helps, I hope. Um, Maybe we shouldn't be scaring new people from joining Discord. Oh no, it's awesome. It's a brilliant place to go. Go. Join. It's free and we love it. It's great. Yes, I agree, Dexter. Maybe we shouldn't be putting people off. Well, at least they will know to avoid the Puzzle News channel if they value their wallet. Yes. They can consider themselves forewarned. Mind you, the other channels don't help either. I wonder how many of us have brought the 6K kiss after someone who will remain nameless posts. Hey, Dexter. Matt posted it first. Well, this is true. He's got a point. But I don't think Matt posted quite as many pictures as you did, Dexter. I loved the pictures and I loved seeing all your progress on it. It's a brilliant, brilliant puzzle. I think you did such an amazing job on that puzzle. Right, come on, this has to go somewhere. Wait. Oh, wait, I'm trying to put it in the wrong way, I think. That way? No. Uh, is it that way? No. That's a good start, isn't it? So this is either going to go nearer to there we go, nearer to the top or the bottom, because we've got some swirly pattern here. That's going to be kind of on the outer edges. Then we can see a bit of portrait in that piece. I'm not sure if I have it in the right spot though. I think that might be right, I hope. Yeah, there's two quite close by there. That's such a brilliant puzzle, the kiss. It's the final, Claire. Oh, right. But it was someone else's detailed post that piqued my interest. Help them, Sam. Name and shame. Name and shame. I already have that puzzle, so I can't really. So I don't feel funny about that at all. Right. So that's one. That's one. There's one up here. Ah, yeah. I think that goes there. That's really unfortunate. That's definitely going to be in the pile where I think it's wall. There. So now I think I have. Wait, there, that goes there. I think I have all the pearl pieces in now. So what I'm going to do is try to get some of these in, but I don't think they'll necessarily attach yet. I could probably just put a row of them together. Now, the side of the frame seems to get darker as it goes down. So that's quite dark. And it's starting to get lighter here. So if you can see the very sort of subtle gradient, oh, that's in the wrong, oh, that is there. Then that helps with this. definitely lighter, a lighter brown nearer to the top. Right. Um, no, that's too light. No, that one? Yay. Okay. So it's kind of like putting together an edge, a border. No. Struggling already. There we go. There. That goes there. It's because this is the very outside edge of the frame, so I've not quite built enough of the inside of the frame to attach these. Not quite. I could probably attach something there. I just don't know which one. That one, maybe? No. That one? No. Uh, that one? No. There, that goes there, though. And that goes there. It really is a lot like putting together an edge. Mm, okay. Getting there, I think. There. Does that go there? Nope. No, but I feel like I'm getting closer to linking them, I think. So I've gone into concentration mode. Bear with me. Um, right. Okay, so there, that's at the bottom. Oh, maybe the darker ones are nearer the top, actually. Yeah, they are. So that's nearer to the top. Oh, there we are. That attaches there. Um, no. There. And there. That one. Aha! Yay, we're getting there. We're getting there. And I can't attach anymore. Darn it. Oh well. Still missing, but still attached in a way. Just a big gap down the middle. It's filling out though. Look at that. Um wait, oh I've missed some stuff here. Oh, oh no, I've got an ad that won't go away. Oh, darn it. I can't see my chat because there's an ad that won't go away. Oh well. Right, okay, well the last thing I can see, the first thing I can see on my screen is it's currently on the floor in front of me. I need to break it apart, but I'm not sure I'm emotionally ready yet. Yeah, I was so glad you managed to get a picture of it all together. It looks so good. And I even spotted the banana, Dexter. I mean, I think that's no mean feat on a puzzle like that. It's so busy, isn't it? Just shop 10 new puzzles. Yay! That's good, Miranda. That's good. You excited? Well, thanks, Philip. I'll have to watch later. Oh, the Eurovision. Only when you're ready, Dexter. Yeah. Oh, definitely enjoy it longer, I would say. I would. I'd have it out for a little bit. Which 10? Curious minds want to know. That's right. Have you done the Chameleon Ravensburger 500 yet, Vicky? It was used in the final of individuals today in Italy. Chiara won 50.06. I have done the Chameleon. Yes. And I can't remember my time. I've only done it once. I don't know if I've put it in a video or if it's one I just did off the camera. Can't remember. Um, but I really enjoyed it. I actually loved that puzzle. It looks difficult, but and I mean it wasn't easy, but I enjoyed it. It wasn't as difficult as I thought it might be. It was a good one. Bought myself my first Educa puzzle. Time for me. Is that what the puzzle's called, Ruth? Time for me. How many pieces is that? I like Educa. I think their picture quality is lovely. Such a lovely puzzle, Dexter. Maybe savor the moment a little more. Yeah, totally agree, Claire. I think the box was huge. The box was huge in the Educa. I know, but I've moved furniture to make room. I can't live like this. Or maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I know, it's difficult, isn't it, when you have to move furniture around? Like, I had to move furniture to put my 9,000 piece puzzle down in the lounge. And even then, it barely fit. Um, did something else happen to fall into your cart? Did something else happen to fall into your cart? Just finished a 750 Clementoni. It was called Black. Interesting image of just all different black things next to each other. Oh, right. Sounds interesting. Oh, you'll have to show us on the Discord. Nope, great willpower. Oh, good on you, Ruth. Good on you. What's your secret? I don't think you're in the Discord much, are you, Ruth? Maybe that's your secret. No secret, my wallet. Yeah. Okay. Right. So, oh, what to do next? I guess I've got all of these, and I know they're going to go one side or the other, but I feel like I want to get some of these in, and I'm pretty sure I've got them in another pile. In fact, this might go in. No, that's the wrong. It's angled the wrong way. Sorry. Right. No, actually, no. I can. I can do some on this side. I can do some on this side. So I will attempt to do that. Maybe do like what I've done with the other side and just create a big long snake. Because they're pretty obvious. Again, you can tell they're darker at the top, I think, lighter at the bottom. So I'll try and figure it out that way. There, see, that's a start. Um, I'm feeling the need to raid that box of sort of like non-detailed pieces. That goes down here definitely. Looks slightly darker, so I think that's going to go up there. Oh, there's a bit of pearl on that one. Ha. Huh. So, oh, now then. Do you go there? And you go there. Ah, I had a piece in wrong. Had a piece in wrong. Yes. No. Actually, that doesn't go there. That goes there. Does that go there? Haha. Yay. Okay. Making progress. Dexter, are you going to keep the kiss and do it again in the future, or was once enough? I remember you saying that you separate them in sections. How many sections do you think you would separate the kiss into? Because it would be like 4 1,500 piece puzzles if you did it in four, wouldn't it? Still quite big. Oh, no. Oh, got a hair stuck to my finger. There. Okay, so that pretty much just completes that whole outer bit there, all the way down. Um, but I'm hopeful I can fill some more in here. You can see quite a lot of wall in these outer pieces, and it's the gradient in the wall is more obvious than the gradient in the frame itself. So that is helping with this side. You don't see a great deal of the wall on this side. Mostly you see frame. So it's just helping narrow down the pieces too. Pretty sure that doesn't go with this. So no, that goes up there. Ah, and that goes there. So now I think that's all of them. Not was there. I've got this bit. I don't think that belongs in here. Well, that bit's bugging me because I feel like I should have it. Because I have it. Arrgh. Oh wait, I do. Yay. Okay, that goes there. And that bit, have I got that bit? Yes, I do. Which means I can attach that bit. So that's good. That's good. Can I put that bit in? Yes, I can. I know I've definitely got, in that miscellaneous pile in there, I've definitely got some of these pieces. So I will be raiding that at some point. So now let's see if I can get the rest of this side together. So looking for slightly darker ones. There we go. That one? No. Maybe I can find the one that attaches to that. That one? Yes. So then where are you? Ha, there you are. No. I mean, I could just test each one at this point. I don't have that many pieces. No. No. Ha, there we go. That's that one. That's that one. And no. No. Oh man, this is frustrating. There we go. This is actually coming along a little quicker than I thought it would, to be honest. I mean, it's taken a while, but I never expected it to be a quick process, really. So that's okay. Ha, that one. No. Yes. one. How did you find the Pinocchio one, Philip? I'm kind of dreading starting the Pinocchio one. A wee bit, just a wee bit. Right, that goes there. And that bit goes up here somewhere. You can tell. There. So now these are likely to go on this side. Well, not these. These are very tiny parts of the outer bit of the frame there. Come on. There. So that's them in. That, oh, I've got a little tiny bit of a pull there. There we go. So now these need to go over here because they're all going to go this side, I think. So it'll fill in a bunch of this. I'm not certain this goes on that side or in this portrait even. So that's that. Might have to shift my chair along a bit. So I'm going to divide it into quarters. Oh, quarters. And package it into 4 bags. If I build it again, I'll probably mix 2 bags and build 3Ks. Okay, that's good. Do you ever get a feeling of, I buy too many puzzles, how will I ever get through them all? Will my grandchildren have to inherit these? In a word, no. Oddly, yes, I do get that feeling sometimes, Gustin. I sort of think if I what if I don't get these puzzles done? What happens to the puzzles? Like I get a worry about what happens to my puzzles when I'm gone. And that sounds really morbid, doesn't it? But I do think that like that sort of thing a little bit, very occasionally. Not very often, but occasionally. So yeah. Right. Okay. So there. No. No. I guess that. Okay, wait a minute. Does that come in here? I don't actually know if that goes. Oh no, wait, it does. Is there? I think. Uh, sorry, I'm thinking. I'm thinking. There we go. It's all a bit haphazard, this, but I'm getting there. I'm just kind of recognizing shapes, really, at the minute. I think that goes there. That goes up there. That goes up there. There. Oh, I'm pleased with how this has gone. But I knew I would slow down on the frames. I've only done inner plane part of his frame. Still have to tackle the outside part. Snow White is slowly coming together. Yeah, I'm a little bit kind of intimidated by the size of the pile for the Pinocchio frame. But then again, this was a big pile. You usually kind of figure out ways to micro sort it, I guess. But yeah. If you don't open them, someone on eBay will get a good deal someday. Yeah. Do you know, I worry though. I worry though that a good, rare, beautiful puzzle will end up with someone that just doesn't know what they have. Um, I had quite a sad experience with the Clementoni Lahina Vision just recently. Not mine, but a different one. And it's just, it's just kind of sad when you see such lovely puzzles neglected. Cobble Rainbow Collection, Kodak, Koj, does that say Kodiak? I love donuts, bits and pieces, sunflower, songbirds, tree of life, wooden. Ooh, are these the ones you've been buying? I don't even want to imagine what some of my puzzles will be worth in 80 or so years. Who knows? River, New York is already ridiculous prices and it's only 25 years. Oh gosh, I know. People do ask silly prices on eBay though. Sounds like a colourful set of puzzles. It does, it sounds nice. I've collected all the Zozoville puzzles. There are 22 of them. Are they really 22? Blimey. I didn't realise there were that many of them. They're cool, aren't they, the Zozovilles? Alright, that one goes there. Oh, no, that one. That one. That one. Ugh, maybe that's in the corners. Right, so now that's all my Ariel pieces. So now I need to raid another couple of piles. So I'm thinking corners for that one. And these will be edge pieces up here because hers meets the top edge. And these I might have in my other pile. My smooth gold bits pile. I don't know. Don't quite know how to describe it other than that. So what helps with this is I'm looking for 4 outs, which are a bit less common, aren't they? Um, Although that's not it. So let's see if I can find it. Yay! There we go. That was quick. Found that corner one. So now let's see if I can find these. I found one already. That's actually part of the portrait there. That isn't, I don't think. All right, this might be though. There we are. I knew I'd find some of these in here. All right, don't think that one is. That one. Is that one? No, I don't think that one is. What about that one? I don't think that one is. I may end up filling out a lot of this side. This I'm not sure about. Oh, I've got that one. I was a bit more detailed with the sorting the second time around, so um I think I may have pulled out more than I think I have. I don't think that was that one. I think it was there. That's one in that side. There we go. Portrait. Don't know about that. No, I don't think that one. I mean, any with where there's some quite dark parts on it because there are some dark parts of her frame. Although that might actually be Pinocchio. Is that one? I don't know if that one is. Hang on, hang on, hang on. That looks too yellow. I don't think that one is. This one. No, again, I don't think that one is. Is that one? Yes, I think it is. There. It goes there. Oh, I found that one at the top. There we go. Gap filling. Gap filling. Um, wait. Where was I? They're so much fun to assemble. Yeah, they look fun. I like the Zozoville ones. I find that I put a lot of effort into vintage hay, so I barely know what they do these days. Dexter, once you build Lahaina or Star Wars, are you going to tape and keep them or take them apart and put them back into circulation? I'm gonna keep them. I'm gonna keep them, both of them. Uh, yeah, I definitely. There's no two ways about it. I'm gonna keep them. I do feel bad sometimes, like taking them out of circulation like that, but at the same time, I mean, I wanted them so badly because I want to keep them, you know? So it's kind of with those two, it was just kind of a no-brainer, really. Some of the Zozaville look pretty hard. Have you done them all? I guess I'm wondering about them not being able to be built again. Yeah, no, I know. I know what you mean. I know why you asked. I do understand that. No, all of them. You've built all of them. No judgment, just wondering about how you feel about actually building the rare puzzles. Yeah, no, it does. It does. I do have a very brief kind of feeling of sort of like, I don't know really how to describe it. It's guilt exactly. It's like, I'm aware that I'm making it more rare, I guess, but at the same time, I feel lucky, I feel like I'm one of the lucky ones that managed to find one and I'll keep it because I love it, I mean, it's gonna get loved, it'll get adored. So they'll end up on the wall at some point. I have a dream of having every massive Ravensburger laid out together on the floor of some gymnasium or something someday, so I'll just keep them together until then. Yeah, that sounds fun. I'm gonna see when I've done wildlife, I'm gonna take a bunch of my puzzles to a hall and just put them next to each other and compare the sizes or on top of each other. Like I'll have wildlife and then maybe the Disney Orchestra and then maybe at one of the 9Ks and then one of the 6Ks and one of the like and just I don't know. I just think that'd be really fun putting the different sizes together like that. It'd take a while to film. I think I'm gonna have to buy a drone so I can do some overhead filming, just fly around the hall. I have a techie friend who actually might be able to help me with that. So so yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Gustin. With love Zozoville puzzles. I only have a few. A little jealous of you having them all. Are any of them quite hard to get hold of now, Ruth? Or are they all? Can you get hold of them all? I really want to eventually glue and wall mount one of the 8K Riber puzzles, but they're so rare I'd probably end up never doing it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Keep looking on an American site called Shop. They have new Zozovilles every 6 months or so. Oh, right. Think they may be I think I may be a bit of a Philistine, as at the end of the day, a jigsaw is just an image printed on some cardboard. Doors. I'm not gonna stone you. I kind of feel like they're made of cardboard. Nature would take them out of circulation eventually anyway. Well, this is true. You're doing good with her border. Oh, thank you, Sybil. Yeah, it's coming together. $200 poorer, haha. It's a $200 well spent, I say. Pretty easy shop, Amazon and eBay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Good. Oh, yeah. I know they are. Sam, I know what you mean. It's just didn't make me feel any better having to throw away a copy of Vision, though. I actually did it. I actually chucked it. It was so sad. Ugh, that was so unnecessary. Sorry. If you haven't heard that story, go check out my live stream from last Thursday. Is part one of the flying home puzzle, Colin Thompson. And I tell a story. I tell a sad story about the Vision puzzle. Um, and I can't. I don't think I could. I don't think I can go through it again. Say it all again. Uh, right. There. Um, let's see how many I can get in here. There. Hmm. Do you go in here? Do think you do? Oh, that was a health hazard. Yes, it was. It was. That's why I had to chuck it away. It was no good to anybody. That copy needed to be put to rest. She was tired. Yeah, but how unnecessary is that, though? And what a shame. I mean, talk about taking a rare puzzle out of circulation. That's one way to do it, isn't it? This is absolutely the best group therapy ever. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad you think that. I just felt bad looking at the images, that poor puzzle. I know, but that's how I felt. That's why I bought the thing. Not because it was, moldy, but because I could see how much TLC it needed, and I thought I could rescue it. I genuinely thought I could rescue it, and it was beyond redemption. So it was such a shame. I mean, I've done all I can do on that now. That whole, I mean, just to put an end on the story, I got the refund and um I left a review. I left a feedback. I left some feedback, and I did reply to the seller in the end. I wasn't going to, but I did, and I don't regret it. I wasn't rude. Just told the truth, and yeah, that's it. That's that story closed, but it was a shame, real shame. Don't think that goes with this. Does this one? I think it probably does. Ha, there. No. Mm. I don't think you should see it as you taking it out of circulation. That's on the previous owner. Oh yeah, I know that's not my fault. It's just I didn't want to have to do it though. It was hard being the one to have to do it. Just it felt wrong on so many levels. But yeah, no, absolutely, it was down to the previous owner. Um, It's just so, just it made me sad. It made me quite sad. But like you say, it's been laid to rest. So, but there's some good stories too. I have my own lovely copy of Lahaina Vision up there, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to do it. It's gonna be fun. Wait. I'm not sure if this actually goes. Oh, it does. There, goes there. There we are. Oh, it's filling in. Look at that. She looks great. I love Julie's idea and send the witch's finger back to us. I can't now. It's gone in the bin with the puzzle. Yeah, but no, I know I should have done. Wag the witch's finger at them. I mean, how random is that? Goodness me. Wait, that way? How many can I find? How many can I find? It'd be good if I could find a whole bunch. Don't think that belongs. Or that one, I don't think. No. No. Nope. 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 Oh. Ha. That one. There's still a few really dark pieces here that I've not got. That's it. That's Ariel. Oh, all the pieces I've got of Ariel. Voila. So, some missing up here. I wonder if, I don't know, might have that in the corner pile. Let's have a look. Where is it? This one. See if I can find it. I might well have it. If I don't, it doesn't matter too much. I'm actually really pleased with the amount of pieces I've got in of her puzzle. Can I find it? Can I find it? Don't think I can. No, I don't think I've got it. So, never mind. That's fine. That's fine. Not too many missing. I'd say not as many as in the Lady and the Tramp frame that I did. Sorry, I'm just trying to balance the boxes. So, and there's a bunch missing here of her actual portrait, but they're more or less black. There's one there as well. That has been mixed up with wall, obviously. These, I think, have probably been mixed up maybe with they're quite similar looking pieces to the Beauty and the Beast and Tiana and Hook. So they might be in there and that piece too. So yeah, that's pretty good going, I think. What do you think? Um, Hello, tea time. When you eventually do Lahaina, will you mix the 6 bags? That was the plan. Yeah, that was the plan to mix them. Um, So yeah, I think I will. I think I will. Think I'm bonkers. I have no idea what happened. I'm just glad to hear you still have your copy. I thought something happened to that one. No, no. No. I can tell a very summarized story of it, Ella. It takes a while to explain. And I do tell the story in my last live stream that I did on Thursday. Um wow, impressive. Thank you, Claudia. Well done. She's looking nicely framed. Yeah, she looks good, doesn't she? I'm pleased with that. It's nice when I can fill out a good bit of it and not have loads of gaps. So I'm quite pleased about that. I can't believe I only got one frame done in this. But I do have a few minutes. I can maybe just briefly tell you the story about Lahaina. This is the one I'll do next. And what I might do is, even though I've still got a bunch of piles I can lay into, um, for the next couple of live streams, what I might do is micro sort a bit, see if I can separate the piles a bit more, and maybe go through the bag again and see if I can find any of these gaps. I think I might find those actually in the excuse me, in the Beauty and the Beast pile, but we'll see. I think they belong to Pinocchio. So yeah, so I might do a little bit of sorting before next week. We'll see what happens. But yeah, pleased with that. Pleased with that. She's looking good. And I'll do Pinocchio next week. So yeah, basically, there was a Lahaina Vision puzzle on eBay for really cheap. It was like 50 something pound. And I thought, blimey. And I only spotted it, and not because I was looking for it. I still had a search set up for it on eBay. And so it came up in my inbox. And I thought, wow. So I looked at the pictures, and the pictures showed that there were at least one of the bags had been opened. And the description said that the box was terrible, but the inside was all nice. And so I thought, right, well, clearly some of the bags are still sealed, and but they did, and clearly the box was battered. But I've bought puzzles that have battered boxes, but still have good puzzles on the inside. Only one bag, as it transpired, had been opened, and the seller couldn't guarantee that it was complete. It might be, but it might not be. So I thought, right, okay. And we'd had a bit of a discussion, the seller and I, but just a normal one, just me asking questions. And I actually had shared it on the Discord server because I knew some people were looking for Lane Vision and it was just such a great price. And so anyway, everyone on Lane everyone on the Discord server that might have been interested in it said no, we'd want one with a nicer box, which I completely understand. But I couldn't get this puzzle out of my mind. And I kept thinking, I really want to see if it's complete and if it's just a gem of a puzzle that I can pull out of a bad situation. You know what I mean? And also, I had a little bit of encouragement from Clark in the Discord server. His ears will be burning. Anyway, because he thought it would make a really good story, like a nice video, like the kind of the Vicky Rare Puzzle Rescue squad, if you like. So what I ended up doing was I ended up buying it, and it was not how it looked. I mean, yes, the box was battered, and yes, there were pieces all over the place, but they were worse than how it had been described. There was some mold, and there was pieces coming outside because it hadn't been packaged properly. So there were pieces coming outside of the box and literally like stuck to the parcel tape. So there probably were jigsaw pieces inside the delivery van, I think. Anyway, it wasn't good. And I guess it wouldn't have been complete when it arrived, and there was mold on it and evidence of water damage. There was a witch's finger inside the box. That's what people are talking about with the witch's finger. Like these Halloween trick fingers that you put on the end of your finger. Like it was one of those just in the box. There was all this crud and debris at the bottom. It was it was horrible. So I couldn't keep it. I couldn't keep it. And in the end, eBay I got in touch with eBay because I couldn't wait for them to get involved. I had to basically say, look, this is moldy. I can't keep it here. So they said I didn't have to send it back. And I got the refund and that was all fine. But the seller got quite angry about the whole thing and sent me some not very nice messages. But yeah, and so I ended up having to throw away a Lahaina Vision puzzle. So it was quite sad. It was quite sad. I mean, it certainly made a story, but it was a sad one. It was a sad one. Um, but yeah, I mean, on a good note, my Lahaina Vision I will do and I will make, and it's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. I really can't wait. I had no idea. I've read that. Great job. Wow, impressive. Thank you. Maybe only one frame, but it was a big frame. Yeah, you're right. It was a big frame. You can watch it later. Didn't want to leave this one for a not live one. Well, it certainly wasn't complete when it arrived. No, I don't think it has. It was. Clark has lots of good ideas for videos. Yeah, it was his idea to do the full collection video as well. Well, I think Clark just sort of says what videos he'd like to see and then just drops not so subtle hints. But it is a good, in fairness, it is a great idea to do a full collection video, and it would have made a great video, that Lahaina, if it had have all happened how it was supposed to. But in the end, it was a tragic tale, really. But he does have a lot of good ideas. Does Clark have a channel by any chance? No, he does. He doesn't. Not as far as I know. Um, not as far as I know. I've not actually checked. I've just turned around in time to see my foam board slowly tilt and fall. Oh, scattering 800 pieces across the floor. Oh no, Thomas! I'm so sorry. That does suck. I'm really. Oh, I hope you get them all. First time I'm hearing that story. That was just awful for that seller to do that to you. Yeah, they accused me of lying, but I've got photos. I mean, some of you have seen the photos. Um, they can't deny it. It was in a horrendous state. Like Sam said, it was a hazard. I don't think so. Subtle. Yeah, no, he's not. It's not too subtle. Glad you don't ask me what videos you should make. You just be making big puzzle videos all day, every day. Well, to be honest, most people ask for that, Guston. And I wouldn't mind that at all. They just take time, don't they? Because they take so long to build. um, Thomas, no, I know. What a shame. I hope you find all the pieces, Thomas. She Clark sounds clever. That's something I'd do, lol. No, we feel your pain. Yeah, we absolutely do. Hello, Liza. When did you come in? My cat Abby would love to do that. So, there we have it. Yes, like you say, Sam, it was a big frame. And it's mostly complete. So that's really good. I'm pleased with that. Pleased with progress. And she just about fits upright on this foam board, which is nice. So I can work on Pinocchio next, and I think Pinocchio will take a good bit of time too. But I can certainly do a little bit more sorting in the interim. There's not much more sorting of the frames to do. Um, there's just a few sort of shallow amount of pieces in that box now. So yeah. So thank you all so much for joining me for another live stream. I'll leave that sort of clear in the picture so you can see what we've done today. And I've been really enjoying it. As always, I enjoy the chat. It's just so lovely. What's coming up? What's coming up? So I'm working on wildlife, working away on that. That's coming along really well. I've done more since the last photos I put out. I've been working on the gorillas, and oh, they're so lovely. I love gorillas. So I've been working on that. That's got a big chunk done. And so yeah, I'm going to keep plugging away at that. Hopefully I'll be able to get a video out on that fairly soon when I can finish it off. I will keep working away on this, so I'll be back next week with more frames to do. Flying Home, my 1000 piece Colin Thompson. That's my Thursday live stream puzzle. I did part one of that last Thursday, and I will be continuing that next either Thursday or Friday. Just a reminder, I did mention this in the stream. It may be at a slightly different time on Thursday or possibly on the Friday because I've got something I need to do on Thursday that might delay me a bit. So I will let you know. I'll let you know what's happening there. But still gonna live stream that part two next week. Um, what else? What else do I need to catch you up on? There's things, so many things I always forget to say in these things. Please leave a like in the live on the live. Um, Usually somebody reminds everybody, but I always forget. But I've remembered this time, so please leave a like if you enjoyed it, and think about joining as a member if you want to join in on the members only live chats. And there's loads of extra content as well for members, so hopefully you will have a look at that maybe and think about doing that. I also have a new merch design out. And I've actually bought myself another two t-shirts with a couple more of my designs on because I want to start showing you what's in there. There's some really cool ones. But I've brought a new design out, so check out my merch stores. I think there's links in the description, and if there isn't, there are definitely links in my posts tab. So see what I've got over there. There's some fun designs over there, and otherwise, like, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much, everyone. Keep an eye out for what's coming next week. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. Happy puzzling, everyone. Bye.